Today is the start of Arms Week, and oh boy, did this event bring in an absolute banger of a hand cannon. The Phoneutria Fera solar hand cannon is going to be something everyone will want to farm and get, and thankfully it's pretty easy to do just that. There's going to be a few things to go over in this one, but before we do, I just want to say if you enjoy the content and want more from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified on when I do drop another video. With that out the way, let's talk about this frame, that being the new spread shot hand cannon frame. So when Bungie was giving us some early looks at the expansion, this weapon was teased as one of the new kids on the block. The concept was, what if we had a hand cannon that was also a shotgun? That is exactly what this frame is. You won't have the traditional range you expect from a hand cannon, but when you are in close range, you know, that a la shotgun style of weapon, you are dealing a serious punch. And like a shotgun, you will have multiple pellets per shot. So being close to the target will be ideal in pretty much all circumstances. So with that quick little roundup of the frame itself, let's talk about all the perks that can roll on this weapon. So here on screen will be all the perks you can get on this weapon. Of course, we are labeling so you guys can follow and reading from right to left. Now, all the way to the right, we have the origin trait, a brand new one, I might say, tenacity. When targets are nearby, final blows grant weapon damage, reload speed, and handling until the wielder's death. This origin trait is incredible. It's one of the best in the game with a damage increase that scales up to 10%. Now, if for some reason you need to and you don't want that, Hawkeye Breach Ornaments is also a thing here. This origin trait does this basically, passively increases damage dealt to vehicles and automatons by 15%, turrets, sentries, and emplacements by 30%, and stasis crystals by 45%. So depending on the activity you are doing, this might see some use, but in most cases, tenacity is going to be your go-to, and honestly, just a really incredible origin trait. Now, as we slide over to column 4, we have 1-2 punch, swashbuckler, binary orbit, surrounded, frenzy, and incandescent. Next to that, in column 3, we have barrel constrictor, threat remover, threat detector, slide shot, transcendent moment, and proximity power. And for magazines, we have accurized rounds, a pen and mag, tactile mag, extended mag, steady rounds, alloy magazine, and flared magwell. A small little perk pool, which I think is nice for RNG purposes. And of course, since this is a hand cannon shotgun, of course you see some shotgun perks in there, which makes this weapon pretty damn enticing. So with the God Rolls, things won't get too complicated. So the perks you see above the black bar are the perks you will want, and the ones below, if any, are going to be the alternative. So for barrels, you will want small bore. This offers a +7 to the range and stability stat. While not the biggest range buff possible here, the fact that it has no drawbacks is nice, and it offers a slight buff elsewhere when it comes to stability too. But if you want more range than just a +7, hammer forge rifling is great. This is a +10 with no drawbacks either. Other barrels with range are fine too if you don't get these two to drop, but the other ones just have some drawbacks. So as long as you're dealing with range and you're not hurting handling, for example, too much, this will be a very important thing for a shotgun hand cannon is, you know, that range. So anything with range, I think, is a win, as long as you have the other perks we mentioned. So when we slide over to the magazines, we will continue our focus on more range here. Accurized rounds is a solid pick, with it offering +10 to the range stat, but while range is nice, the base reload of this weapon is fairly slow. So if you are looking to improve that, then alloy magazine is great. This offers the highest reload speed buff possible when you fully empty your mag. So it's the best case for reload there, but let's say you get flared magwell instead, that is also fine. Finally, let's say you just want more ammo without using the backup mag mod. A pen and mag is very nice here. It takes our base 8 shots and gives us 2 more, bringing the base mag size up to 10. Now, as we slide over to column 3, this might be the first time I ever thought this perk is the best option. That perk being Barrel Constrictor. Kills with this weapon reduce pellet and projection spread by 20% for 7.5 seconds. It's important to mention that this buff duration cannot be refreshed. This is a wonderful perk because it tightens that bullet spread, which might not be much, but the tighter the spread, the more consistent our max DPS potential is, since we are dealing with pellets and not just a single shot. I'll be honest, this perk itself, I wasn't sold at first when I got it to drop, but after using it for a bit, I truly do like it a lot. Alternatives here are honestly on quality footing with Barrel Constrictor. If you're looking to increase a potential melee build by offering you more melee stats, proximity power is great. Basically, when targets are nearby, final blows grant bonus melee stat. Simple and wonderful. The last alternative here is going to be Threat Detector. This has benefits worthy of the top choice, to be honest. So increased reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. Grants 1 to 2 stacks while within 15 meters of 1 to 2 enemies. Bonuses at 1 to 2 stacks will be either 15 or 40 stability, either 18 or 60 stability, either 25 or 100 handling, and of course 0.9 times or 0.819 times handling animation duration multiplier. So whatever you decide among these 3 perks, honestly, you can't go wrong. I really do want to mention again, Threat Detector is very good at enhancing some of the drawbacks you see in the base stats. I just personally just like the feel of Barrel Constrictor a little bit more. And finally, as we slide over to column 4, honestly, there's only one true king here, that being 1-2 punch. For one, this perk has seen some changes where there are now no restrictions on what melee works with this perk. So that means any melee you have or use will receive its benefits. Now, what are those benefits, you might ask? Well, hitting an enemy with every pellet in a shot increases melee damage for a short duration. That means when you land all pellets, you will get a 150% melee damage buff for 3 seconds. Now, this used to be 100% melee damage buff for, I believe, 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds. These numbers have been buffed with Edge of Fate, so yeah, keep that in mind. Some numbers out there haven't been updated yet. This perk is so powerful that honestly, this is the only choice, in my opinion, for column 4. Incandescent is nice looking, but 1-2 punch, man, oh. On a primary weapon, it's a game changer for builds, especially revolving around punching. And as a Titan, I know a lot about punching. So yeah, this is the God Roll. Master works well. Anything here works well. Just maybe lean on either a reload or range masterwork if I were to name something to be looking out for. But before we wrap up this video, let's talk about weapon tiers. Don't stress over tiers as much, at least early on into this season right now. In the case of these weapons, still not sure about others, but it's implied at least here with these weapons that your Guardian rank has weight on what tiers you can get to drop when you focus and things like that. So of course, the higher you are in rank, the more likely you are for a tier 5 or tier 4. This also does not mean you need to go crazy in trying to increase your Guardian rank as soon as possible, which can be also tied to power level based on some of the requirements you see as you climb. Arms Week is not a one-off event, and you will have plenty of chances to get this new flashy toy. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to drop this video a like, helps out the video a ton. And like I said before, if you want more from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified on when I drop more content. As always, thank you for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Until next time, ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.